Times now accessed the internal Maoist document that targets 12 political leaders along with the security forces. Now, central leadership of the Maoists wanted its cadres to boycott the Lok Sabha elections politically and militarily. Let's get in more details from Nikunj, who's getting us that big breaking information. Nikunj, now this could be a very, very big challenge as far as the security apparatus then goes.
Well, Deepthi, yes, indeed it is a challenge. The fact is that Maoists with yesterday's attack have displayed the kind of influence that they wield in that area and the kind of operating ability that they wield in that area. Remember, this is not a small that was ambushed by a Maoist party. It was a more than 2 platoon strength, which is more than 60 men of the security forces that have been ambushed, and at least 16 people killed, 15 of them security forces men. So clearly, whatever is documented, it is not just that it is theoretically documented by the Maoists. It appears that they fully have the capability and the operational ability to strike at will, despite the security forces being present in large numbers in those areas. So it clearly is a very big challenge.
And Nikunj, then, keeping in mind this challenge and the kind of, security big need that is in fact needed, what really are you picking up from your sources in the MHA? Can the MHA then just, come forward and say that we alerted the state government well in advance and perhaps its responsibility then just finishes there?
Well, Deepthi, yes, that claim from the Ministry of Home Affairs side and central government side will always be there. But remember, this time the troops are also of the central government, despite the fact that a small component of the local district force was also involved in this operation. The larger chunk of the troops was of the Central Reserve Police Force, directly acting under the tutelage and directions of the Ministry of Home Affairs. So clearly, it would serve no one's purpose, and no one would gain or achieve anything if blame is passed on to each other. The fact is that a more cohesive, a more coherent, a more potent and a more practical strategy is needed on the ground. First of all, to stop the casualties of the security forces men who are, clearly being, as of now, somehow being treated as the cannon fodder in the war against the Naxals by the political leadership. And on the second thing, the fact is that you have to stop the Naxals in the tracks. You have to degrade their operational ability and capability so as to ensure that they are in no position to target selective targets at will, like in case of the Congress leadership case in Darbar Ghati attack, and now they have been yesterday the large contingent of the CRPF party. It's not a small contingent, and that's a clearly worrisome sign.